Hello ladies and gentle ladies, welcome back to another Industria development stream. I know it's been a hot minute. I've been quite busy this week recording some YouTube videos which will hopefully be coming out starting next week. So yeah, we're back to streaming. So we've got a stream today and then hopefully a stream tomorrow as well on Railroad. That's the plan. But yeah, I think we can just get started into this stream. So let's go ahead and switch over. Hello, Soyabim, welcome to the stream. Hello, 7410, welcome to the stream. Yes, the streams are back. They have not gone anywhere. So today we're going to be working on Industria, which is my Minecraft tech mod for Fabric 1.21.8. And then tomorrow we are going to be working on Railroad, which is the IDE I'm developing. That's the plan. So yeah, today we're going to be doing Multiblocks, which is what we were doing last time and the time before that, but hopefully we'll get them working today. That's the plan, and hopefully fairly soon. I don't think we have much left to do in terms of getting them working, but yeah, we'll have to have a look. So first of all, let's start where we left off, which is the wrench item. It's complaining at me here. Why is it complaining? I don't know. It's gone. So we kind of did all of this, right? So we have the kind of whole assembling thing. So we have the multi-block assembler, we create the result, blah, blah, blah. And then we send that. So what does assemble do? So, okay. So assemble is the method we need to actually go ahead and write today. It should be really, really simple, is my hopes and dreams, is that it will be very, very simple. But I could be easily mistaken. So what do we have from the match result? It's been a while, so I'm gonna have a look. So we have the cells, and then what do we have for a cell? We have character, position, state. Okay, interesting. Do we have whether or not this is the controller? No. Do we have the controller somewhere? We have the controller pause. We have the positions. We have the ports. I need to know if we actually have the controller somewhere, because if we don't, then that's kind of an issue, because we need to place... actually, no, we don't need to place the controller down, do we? Because the whole point is that the controller is already there. Actually, that's fine. Yeah, so what we need to do is we just need to use the cells. What is this? So, kind of, yes. Not quite. We actually just want the pause, which will be the cell dot position, like that. And then we're just going to set it to be this, but not that. It's going to be, let's see. The new state is just going to be our multi-block state, I believe. So I think all we need to do is world.set block state at the pause to be blockinit.multi-block block. Get default state. Is there a set? There's a set block and update, right? Or is that Mojmap? That might be Mojmap. I think that's Mojmap actually. Yes, because that's actually this method. Okay, fantastic. So I think this is it. I believe. I don't think there's anything else to it. Obviously, the assemble result ideally needs some data. But right now, that's not super important. We just want something that works to start with, and then we can kind of move on. So what we do need, kind of most importantly, is actually an implementation of this. So this is kind of where I got a little bit stuck in between streams, and I didn't look too much into it, to be fair. But effectively, we need to have this be data oriented. Or actually, I guess for now we don't have to. Actually, for now we don't have to. We can do that later on. So that's not super important right now. So right now we can actually just go ahead and just register something. So let's go into the multi-block definition init. This is actually not used right now, but that was what I wanted to use. So I'm just going to create a public static void init. And then I'm going to go ahead and actually register one. So I'm going to go public static t extend something, multi-block definition, I guess. T register string name, and then T definition, return registry register Industria registries dot multi-block definitions, and then we're going to do Industria ID, taking the name and then definition, and hopefully that works. In theory it should. So then we can create some kind of example. So not quite like this, we need to use the builder. I don't remember if we actually have a static method here or not. Looks like we do not, but that's fine. So that just wants the ID. Interesting. Are the multi-block definitions data-driven? The bootstrap method with the register. The idea is that they will be data-driven. They are currently not, because I had an error with it. But we can probably try and figure that error out later. Why does this take in the ID exactly? Does this need an ID for something? I feel like it doesn't, right? I mean, what we could do, because I don't really like doing that, is we could get rid of that, and then make this not final, and then just in the build method, take in the identifier ID, and set, where is ID used? Here we go. So that would just be this dot ID, and then just set this dot ID to equal to ID. I don't know if I need it. I don't think it's used. But I think in theory it could be. I will say actually it doesn't need to be a field, does it? Because if it's only used in that build method, then that's fine. We can kind of just do that actually. Yeah, I don't know that it needs the ID. Like if I look at the ID's usages, it doesn't have any usages, right? It's only uses in the codec. I do also use it here though to just be a bar, to be honest. But then I don't really need it here either, right? Am I using this for something? This here. This, are you used anywhere? Are you used anywhere? It's kind of only used as like a two-string thing. But I'm going to keep it around because I think there's a chance it's used in the future. And that just means that all I need to do in here is actually return a multi-block definition, and then in here take in a multi-block definition dot builder, and then do definition dot build, which takes in the ID. That's the best way to do that for now. And then we can kind of start doing the methods we want. Now, let me quickly find... Find what I had open last time. I had some things open, so I'm going to see if I can find them. My history is massive. Okay, well, we can try and figure this out. So, kind of the important thing is the size, right? We need to give it a size, and that takes in an X, Y, and a Z. How do you want to do this? Should we just start off with something that's 3x3x3? Just go nice and simple. And then say the controllers... We can't actually have the controller in the middle. Because then we'd never be able to click it, right? So we'll just say the anchor is at 0, 0, 0. Then we can say... What else do we have? So if I actually go into here, we can kind of go one by one. Let me bring this onto my other monitor, and I can see what comes after the anchor. So we have add axis rotation. Let's add... I kind of want all of them. I'm just going to change the add axis rotation method to take in a list of them. For just to make this a little bit easier to use. Okay. So now I can actually just take in something like axis rotation dot values. There we go. Hello, Frosty Flipper. Welcome to the stream. Allowed mirror. Let's just do axis not axis rotation. Mirror mode dot values. Does you look tired or angry? How was the day? I am quite tired, actually. I don't know why. Actually, I think I slept a lot last night, like more than usual, and yet I am weirdly tired today. But I don't know. I'm not angry. I can tell you that. The only thing I'm angry at is that I'm getting tired. I'm angry at myself for getting tired. Is it just me or is the stream a bit quiet? It probably is, because my mic is very low in order to fix the gain issues. Because I'm pretty sure if I turn it up, it will just self. If I tried that, then that's actually not any better, and that's on 200%. If I go like 500%, is that any better? I feel like I'm just increasing the gain here, though, to be honest. That's at 1000%. Okay, that's too low. For like 750? Something like that, I guess. But I reckon I am very, very bass boosted right now. Am I? It actually sounds fine. which is weird. But anyways. That's on 750%. So that's a thing, I guess. Now, where am I? I don't want to add a palette entry before I add things. So let's add a pattern row, which is going to be a list of strings. So this is kind of the pattern. A list of string, huh? How does this work? Ugh. I'm trying to think. A list of strings. So this is a row. But a row isn't a list of string, is it? Oh, I guess it would be, because it needs to be 2-dimensional, right? And a string is 1 dimension, and then a list is the other dimension. So if I have a list of, yeah, and then it's something like this. So that would be a row, just a singular row. I can probably let Copilot do this part. Hello, Shiro JR. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, these can just be AAA. These can all be A for now. And then that'll be fine, because we just want this to be, no, we want the other one. We want add palette entry, and then we'll say A, and then we'll just say state is air. No, we can just do block predicate dot replaceable. Okay, and then we can do the next one. Let me see what the next one is if we're doing these in order. Add port rule. We'll ignore that one for now. Replace air blocks, true. Replace replaceable blocks, true. That'll do for now. Well, we can come back to the rest. Let me just make sure this init method is called. I don't think it is called. Multi-block definition init dot init. I really want to get this done today because I want to start working on kind of the next big thing, right? The thing that I keep talking about that I want to do. So I want to get this working today. I don't know if that's going to happen, unfortunately, because there's just so many parts to this multi-block system. But we'll see. Oh, I just realized I've messed that up. I've done this the wrong way around. Okay, 1 second. Let's stop that, because this is not what yeah, I'm an idiot. This is not what I thought. Okay. I was thinking this was like in terms of what it places down, but this is not, because we're not doing a multi-block like that. So this is more like yeah. This is fine. I understand. Let's do like L. But how does it know what a controller block is? I don't know. Yeah, so A isn't block predicate dot replaceable. It's like block predicate something. Is there a tag one? Sure. We'll just do a block one. It's something like block init, no, or blocks dot iron block, like that. And then B would be like diamond block, C would be gold block, sure, L is lapis block, whatever, I guess, sure. We can actually just get rid of those, they're not important for this one. So this is actually the structure that we're placing down, right? So we got B, C, L. Yeah, okay, so the main thing is going to be iron blocks. Then it's going to have a diamond block on top and the bottom. It's going to have a gold block in the middle and a lapis block in the bottom left or something. You should just make the pattern function intake a string. For what? That doesn't make sense. How could it take in a string? It could take in a list of string, or a string array. No, string array, or a char array. No, that's too many. Three-dimensional char array, or a two-dimensional string array, or a list of string. Or a list of char. I don't know, man. But like, this couldn't just be a string. I mean, it could be a string, but then we wouldn't know where it separates. Okay, anyways. Here we are. So, let's go into... I'm going to create a new world because I don't want to corrupt everything. I want to keep things as uncorrupted as I possibly can for now. So that's the plan. Probably should have done a super flat world. This might destroy my PC. Can you check if the init method is called twice? I'm pretty sure it's not called twice. I'm like almost certain. Yeah, it's not called twice. And I know that because I just created it. So it couldn't be called twice. Okay, so iron block, diamond block, gold block, lapis block. Oh, wow, blimey. Why is it so bright? Is it the sand? Or is it my PC? Why is it so bright? Am I crazy? Okay, anyways. So why is this so square, bro? Like, what the hell? Anyways. So, we're talking something like... No, not like that. Like that, right? And then... We're saying that there. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. This isn't going to work, by the way, guys. There's a 0% chance this works. I don't know if it will error. I think just nothing's going to happen, to be honest. But here we go. Yeah, nothing happened. Did anything come in the console, or did just nothing happen? Nothing happened. Okay, let's debug it. So, boom. I reckon it's probably a rotation thing, but we'll see. There we go. Okay. So, world, is this... We need the server side, though. There we go. Okay, so we get the player, blah, blah, blah. Usual stuff. We get the state, which is lapis block. Oh. Right. Yes. Do we need it to be a controller? Yes, we do. Right. Okay. I forgot we did that because that simplified our entire process, didn't it? So let's just create example. Sure, yeah, example, whatever. Example, multi-block controller block. Extends block and implements. No, stop it. Implements. What was it? I already forgot. Multi-block controller. Okay. Let's implement get definition. Let's add our constructor. And then let's return multi-block definition init.example. That should be it. That's all I kind of want it to be, right? So let's go into our block init. Gonna have to go past everything. So static final. Example multi-block controller block. Blah blah blah. Okay. Let's go ahead and try that. Oh, I need to make it actually be that block then, though, don't I? In here. So L will be matching blocks. Block init. Sure. New version has different fog rendering. Oh, it does. That is probably it then. Yes. Because that's actually the first time I've opened a world in 1.21.8, I think. Ever. Well, apart from like super flat worlds, but I assume super flat worlds don't have that. So that's probably it. Oh, YouTube's complaining again. What's it complaining about this time? Not receiving enough video. Is the stream lagging, guys, or is YouTube lying? Let me know. I suspect YouTube is lying, but the stream could be lagging. If so, you know. Okay, here we go. Okay. So let's go into here. Come on, Minecraft. Okay, so we just want to replace this lapis block. Where's my wrench gone, bro? My lovely wrench. Of which doesn't have a texture. I should probably make one at some point. So I want my example multi-block controller. Boom. And hopefully... Okay. So we don't want client side, we don't care. Got the world, got the player, state. We got the definition. Okay, so let's go into try match, first of all. Okay, so this is going to check all of the rotations and all of the mirror modes, though. Okay. Why is skip controllers check set to true? Oh, no, that's fine, I think. Yeah, because, yeah, that's fine. Oh, this is not correct. This should be... This isn't correct, is it? Because that means this will always be true. But what I want to do is I want to say, if it's true... Huh. Wait, what is this meant to do? Am I crazy? Oh, because matches does that. Matches is what finds the controller. I see. That's fine then, I think. So let's go into create result. Okay, so that's just going to make a builder. That's fine. Okay, so is there anything in the builder that I need to... So it reckons it's rotated 180 with a mirror mode of Z? Wait, when did it get the transform? Oh, I see. Right. I see. Wait, but this is always just going to return the same result then, isn't it? Huh. Because create result doesn't actually... Create result automatically uses that transform, even if that's not the correct transform. So I still need to call matches, right? So I think actually this boolean is completely and utterly useless. If I press play, that's obviously... Oh! Oh, it has done something. It has actually, I think, placed the blocks. Yeah, look. It has actually placed all of the multi-block blocks, but it obviously wasn't meant to do that, right? Because that kind of defeats the entire point. So how do I remove these? Which way am I facing? How do I find which way I'm facing? I'm facing south, so that is... South is what? Positive Z, so... Fill... I don't know, negative 20. Yeah. Negative 20, sure, 20, 20, 20. Will that work? Oh, wait. Yeah. Oh my god, how do I change this? Game rule, command block modification limit. That'll do. Okay, has that worked? Yes. Okay, good. Nice. So let's try this again. Iron block, diamond block, gold block. Okay. Okay, and then like that, and then like that. So we skip the client side. Now we're on the server side. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, let's see if it matches. Really cuts. Local pause. If not, predicate.test. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because then that means it doesn't match. Then it will just do that for all of them. Let's see if it actually manages to find something, though. I would guess by that the answer is no. Let's just get rid of that for a second. Let's see if we can figure out any position in which it will actually match, or if it just doesn't work whatsoever. I think the answer will be that it just doesn't work. Not what I meant to do. The alternative is that it's actually trying to look for something up here, which I didn't even consider, but that is completely and utterly possible. I think it's not going to work, chat. So now we somehow have to figure out why, which I think is actually going to be the very hard part here. Okay. Let me also bring the game up so that you guys can see that. Which I don't know where my window capture is. There we go, found it. Hello Wide, welcome to the stream. This is not a surprise stream. Alex literally told you I was streaming. I told you I was streaming as well. There's no surprises here. Okay, so how are we gonna debug this? How would I even debug this, chat? I don't even know. I don't even know how to start. Because this is kind of like... I mean, I think it's meant to be here, right? I assume. If we go into here... I guess that would actually be the other way around, wouldn't it? So, that would suggest it's meant to be here. I think. Am I facing north? Yes. So I think in theory, this is what the structure is meant to be. Yeah, so B, B, and then we've got this here. So B is diamond. I don't know why I made B diamond. And then C is in the middle, which is the gold. You can try making the pattern have the controller at all corners. Possibly. Let's try that. Sure. So hopefully that would be... Wait. Is that correct? Wait. What's a row? I'm just trying to think in terms of 3D space, what the hell is a row? Is that like that? Or is it like there? Let's have a look. I'm actually not sure. You put 4 out of 8 corners. What are the other corners? Wait. Oh, so it would be there and there and there and there, I think. Is that right? Assuming that this is the middle column, right? I'm assuming this is the middle column. I think that's how this is working. I honestly don't remember how I can probably have a look, can't I? I do want that breakpoint. So definition.size, looking for. So here I do YZX. Is that correct? I think it might be the wrong context of how the data is specified instead of actual placement in the world. Well, I'm trying to find... not this. Not this. Okay, but even if this works, that doesn't really help me figure out what it was doing before, right? Because then we don't know what rotation it is. But we'll try it. Whatever. I think this is just hard. This is hard to debug. I think that's the issue. I kind of want to do something with like particles, but I don't know how that would help me. The problem is it has to check so many combinations, right? Ideally, I would have a system where I can say like, I click it with the wrench, and then it checks the first combination, shows me where the combination should be, and then I can press some button to go to the next one, right? And like to manually kind of step through them. I don't know how the hell I would do that though. Okay, let's try this first anyways. And we'll see what the hell it does. If anything. But where have they gone? I literally put them in all the corners. What do you mean they're not there anymore? Oh god, I'm lagging so bad. I'm lagging so bad. What the hell? Oh, my CPU's dying. Okay, now the stream is probably lagging as well, yes. Because now my stream is dying. My PC is dying, I mean. Okay, let's try this. No, so that doesn't work. So, oh. How? Wait, what? Interesting. Maybe it's using integrated graphics? I don't think so. Huh, so that one worked. Which is interesting. CPU is 100%, but it's still not lagging. I mean, the stream might not be lagging. It's probably because I have, like, Biome Blend, honestly, just turn that to off. Render distance, turn that to 2. We don't need render distance, chat. I'm still kind of lagging. But that's fine. Oh my god, Biome Blend to, like, off looks so janky. Anyways. How do we do this? This is going to be so hard to debug. I think, okay, you know what the best option is? Let's disable the mirrors. So let's add no mirror modes. Let's add no rotation. Right, so it's not trying any rotations or any mirror modes. Oh, actually, that means it just won't work, won't it? Is that what it means? Wait, how does this, it should probably have a default. Shouldn't it? It should probably by default have like a... oh, can't do that. And then it should really do like this.rotations.add none. And same with this one. So this will be R0 and then none. Because otherwise it's not going to have any, and it's just not going to work, right? That should help a lot, like significantly. And then what we can do is in here, nope. In here, I can do... So here, I can do world dot... Can I add a particle? I can't add a particle to the client, though. Let's make this a server world. That's obviously going to give us some errors, but let me just fix these. Particle... Is it spawn particles? I think so. What does add particle client do, though? That might work. I don't really know what that does. I'm gonna just go spawn particles. So we'll pass in the particle effect, particle types. I want to do the block crumble. And then I want to... How do you actually do this? This one. That's what I was looking for. If I do a new block state particle effect, and then if I take in the particle type, right? So particle type dot block crumble, and then take in the state. So world dot get. No, I don't want to get the state. I want to get the state that it should be. Can I do that or not? Not really, can I? Because it uses a predicate. Let's just do the... no, I can't. I can't do that. I don't want to rewrite it all just to then have to rewrite it all afterwards. Okay. I wanted a visual way, but that's not going to work. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to... Can I send a chat message? How do you send a chat message? Do you need a player for that? Can I not just like send message? Message? Chat? You can iterate through the entire block registry and find the first block that matches. I mean, I could. I mean... No, I couldn't, actually, because it requires you to take in a world and a pause. It's not... It doesn't just take in a state. So actually, I couldn't do that. But how do can I just not send a chat message? Like, what? Do I need to get the server, maybe? Message? Ah. There you go. This'll do. Okay, so if I do text... Wait, those are chat one. What's the difference? I have no idea. We're gonna try this one though. Literal. Expected chart at pause, but found. Sure. Yeah, that works. That'll work. Can I hot swap that, or did I change something? I think I changed something. I don't remember what I changed, but I think I changed something. Yeah, that's fine. I just wanted to check. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I'm trying to make OBS dark mode, if it's a thing. I'm not sure it's actually a thing. Because it kind of blinds me when I open it. I don't think it's actually a thing. That's a shame. Okay. So, where's the game? Hello? It should be on modern versions. I've got it too. Oh. I don't know then. I couldn't see it in the settings, but I could just be blind. Also, I hate that I have to use VLC for music, but honestly, there isn't anything better that I've found. Which is kind of crazy. Okay, anyways, let's try this. So, corners, right. Let's do that. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. In theory, we should get something happen. Interesting. So expected A at block pause. Oh wait, 1 second. I just realized where is it? The anchor is at 0, 0, 0. So actually it's only going to work for this one. Never mind. So that did not send it to chat, did it? How do I send it to chat? It has to be a thing, right? Where is it? Here it is. It must be this, but what the hell is this? No, that just sends it to the log. Message. Chat. But can you not send a chat message? I'm sorry, what? Chat. Message. Am I crazy? Do I really have to just grab players and then do .4? Fine, I'll do this. Player.send message. That works, I guess. I hate it, but it works. What I can do, actually, is I can do world.spawn particles. Particle types. Can I use the barrier particle? I can, right? Wait, what's the barrier particle called? Does anyone know what the barrier particle is called? Or is that not a particle anymore? It has to be a particle, right? It used to be. I'm pretty sure it used to be a particle. I don't see it. Barrier particle. Barrier Guys, am I going crazy again? Okay, whatever. I won't use barrier then. Fine. Let's use angry villager. I don't know what these numbers are that it's put in, but that'll work. Sure, whatever. Okay. Interesting. So, is it trying to find it here then? Interesting. How? How is it trying to find it there? Because if I'm looking this way, that's east. This way would be north. Let me try something. So for whatever reason, it's looking east first. Is that right? So where does it go after that? Okay. Then it tries to find L again, which would be this. And then it's going this way, so it's going north. So doesn't that make this... So how is this one... Wait, which one is that? So that'd be anchor 0. Little bit confused. Okay, let's try to get rid of all this corner stuff. Actually, do we want to do that? Does that even help us? No, not really. Let's have this. Let's do Boolean failed is equal false. And then let's say here failed equals true. And then return not failed. And then what that will do is that will allow us to do this. Now that's spawning way too many particles, so let's turn that down. Where's use now new block state particle effect. Okay, 1 second. New block state particle effects. Particle types dot block marker blocks dot barrier. Don't get default state. Okay, let's just set these offsets to be 0, 0, 0. Okay. Let's not send a chat message. So now we know that when we click this block, that's what it's looking for. Even if I'm here, and if I was clicking this one, it would be looking there. Now, that's very confusing to me. Also, yeah, I just realized I had that up twice for you guys, but... So I'm facing south right now. Why? Why is it doing that? So y is equal 0. is positive XYZ. Is that what I want it to be? Should this be... What should it be? I don't even know if this is correct. I don't think it is, though. Okay, because the thing is, right, that means that the anchor, right, of 0, 0, 0 is this one, I believe. We can test that theory, actually. We can set these all to A. And if I'm correct, then the anchor position for the controller will be there. Unless this is the top. This is the top. Then that's very confusing. Is it the top? Because I guess I want this to be the top, right? Because that just makes more sense. Because then you're building it in a way that makes sense. I don't think it is though, is it? I think y needs to be equal to size.getY. Like that. You can reverse a for loop? How? Oh, you can. That's nice. I think that's what I want, though. I think. Though we're gonna see. We'll see. So if I now do this. Okay. And do this. So is that correct? See, I guess the problem is I don't know if it's showing a barrier here or not. That's kind of the problem, huh? I know what we can do. I know exactly what we can do. Let's do... Okay, yes, I know what we should do. So let's make this C. Let's change all the other blocks to be glass. So... G, G, I'm going to make all the A's G's. G, 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 and then we can say that G is glass. Then I'm gonna make B to blue stained glass, and then I'm gonna make C to cyan, whatever. Who cares, right? And then just to have something offset somewhere, let's have a O, which is going to be orange stained glass, because then we can see all of our barriers, right? Oh, I can't have C because I already have C. P. Right, P. Pink stained glass. Okay. If I try this, we should be able to see exactly what's happening. I believe. And then we'll have to deal with rotations and mirrors later, which I don't want to do, but we're going to have to do it. So hopefully that's fine. As I say, I don't even know if something's actually wrong right now. Right? There might be nothing wrong. But we'll see. Okay, here we are. So I can't do that because that brings that full screen. Sure, you guys can have it full screen. So we have that. Now if we wrench, we'll see that's all invalid. Okay. So let's grab glass. Okay, so that's fine. As expected. If I do glass there, that's fine. Okay. Let's do glass there. Didn't like that. Why didn't it like that? That doesn't make sense. Wait, that doesn't make sense because the controller's here. So is that saying that the block above it should be this? Maybe I need my logs back. Bring these back. This is gonna spam the logs, but I just want to see what it wants this block to be. So this block that I'm looking at right now is -23, 64, 19. -23, 64, 19. Expected O, but found glass. What? Expected O? How? But this obviously isn't correct then. Right? It's expecting... Oh, you can't see the code. 1 second. Let's do that. There you go. So... you can see here... the O is here. Which is above a G. But the controllers are here. So how, in goodness gracious, could it expect... So if I do orange glass, that's fine. Huh. How though? Maybe it puts the controller at 000 pattern space? Yeah, I think it probably does. I think it probably does. How can I fix that though? That's the question. Because it probably does do that. You're probably right. Because that makes sense. I think I need to look at mods that add multi-blocks. Should we do the thing you're never meant to do, chat? Shall we go ahead and look at the mechanism source code? As scary as it is, I'm curious. Okay, I just want to know how they do multi-block, or more specifically, how they define a multi-block, right? I wonder if they do it via JSON or not. I would say no, based on that, but it could be generated. Do they have a generated? They have generators. I don't think I'm ever gonna find it in here. I genuinely don't know I'm ever gonna find it in here. Multi-block. I'm never gonna find it in there. Okay, what else can we look at? Immersive engineer. It's even worse, I know it is. Bro? Bro, what are these search results? I've been very specific with what I wanted. Bro, these search results are not what I... Okay, whatever. It's obviously what I wanted. Like, come on now. Okay. I assume they use... Do they data gen them or not? No, they do not. Source... Main... Is it just a resource, or do they actually just not have it via JSON? Oh. I did think about this. So, they're using structures. Radio tower? That's a thing? So, okay, they're using structures. Yeah, I considered that. I considered that a couple times, possibly using structures to define a multi-block, but I feel like that's very slow. Which is why I didn't actually want to do that. I mean, am I even going to be able to find multi-blocks in here? Multi-block. Multi-blocks. Block matcher. Again, this is going to be too complicated to find it. I can't even lie. Block matcher? What is a preprocessor? Hello, Eliatorio. Welcome to the stream. I see. Why would you ever do this? I don't know. I can't lie. Their system looks very simple, but so simple that I'm struggling to find out where the code actually is for the multi-blocks. Is it this? Maybe? Yes, I think it is. But yeah, they don't have patterns, so like this is kind of useless to me. Like if a controller is a pattern 333, you offset the matching of the multi-block by negative 333 world space. The problem is, you know, the big problem is that the anchor can be defined separately from the pattern, and there's no way to say. What I really need to have, right, is I need to say in this anchor, I need to say like what key it is inside the pattern. That's what I need to do, really. Because otherwise, the anchor isn't even assigned to one of these. It could be any of them. So... I mean, should I just do this? Not G, of course, like C. Or do I just have it like this? And then just say that, like, okay, 0, 0, 0, so this one has to be the controller. Right, and if I wanted it to be this one, then it would have to be 333. But that doesn't make sense. I'd want it to be... See, I really want, like, this one to be the controller. Right? So, ideally, what would that be? Ideally, that would be 0, 0, 0. Right? But we know it's not 0, 0, 0. Let me look at, I'd really love to spawn them with a delay. Like, what I would quite like it to do is, like, spawn the first particle, wait, like, half a second, spawn the second one, wait half a second. And then I could easily see, like, hey, it's checking this one, then this one, then this one, then this one, then this one. Right? Whereas right now, obviously, it just, boom, it's there. Which isn't actually very helpful. But okay, I want to try this, I think. So saying that this is 0, 0, 0. Let me quit the game. I mean, I don't know if even inverting this Y is correct. Get chart at XYZ. What does this do? So for the row, it does pattern.get Y. So if the Y is free, it would get... Let's think about this. If the Y is free, it would get this one. So, I see. What I've done is slightly wrong then. When I've inverted this is incorrect. What I actually want to do is I want to change get char at. Well, no, I don't. This should be size dot y negative y, right? I think. Is that correct? Because then that means that y0 would actually be y3. Does this actually, this needs to be -1, doesn't it? So then that'd be y2. So what you would end up with is saying this is 0, this is 1, this is 2. So this becomes the bottom. So this is the first one. I think that's what I need to do. And I think that's actually probably the issue of primarily what's happened. Let's try it. There's only one way to find out. Unless I'm getting it completely wrong, which is very possible, of course. Okay. Now, is that correct for it to still do that? In theory, yes. I think that's correct because that is what we have. We do have... Oh, wait. Can you not see barriers through stained glass? Okay. Forgot about that. You can't have a barrier inside stained glass, can you? If I go... Am I tripping? No, you just can't. Oh no! Friggin' Minecraft render types, man! Because you can't see particles through translucent stuff. This is the whole thing me and Basti were looking at, because you can't see particles through water either, as crazy as that sounds. Is that because of my... If I put this to fabulous, does that fix that? It does. So yeah, fabulous setting technically will fix that, actually. That's true. So if we do this... Okay. So that works, which is, and that's correct as well. So if I do this, that's fine. If I do this, those are all fine. If I do that, it doesn't like this middle one at the bottom because that's meant to be blue. Okay, then the middle one is meant to be pink, and then blue, and then these are all just meant to be glass. Okay, before I try this, because I actually don't want to try this right now. Actually, never mind. My plan isn't going to work. Yeah, my plan isn't going to work. Okay. So this should build. It's just a little bit confusing. And I'm not a fan of it. Like, why... Like, to me, 000 being here doesn't make sense. But... I guess it's fine. Because I'm facing south. Like, I feel like 000 should be here. Right? Because this is, like, what I would consider to be, like, the bottom left back. So, like, does that mean... Does that mean these should all be inverted too? Actually, only... this one, right? So this one should be like size.getX minus 1 negative x. Is that correct? If I did that, try that. I'm curious. No. No, because the pattern isn't the issue, is it? It's not the pattern that's the issue. Oh, wait. Wait. No, it's not the X, is it? It's not the X. The X, I think, is fine. It's the Z. So it's size.z negative 1 negative Z. Is that correct? No. Yeah, because it's not the pattern that's the issue. It's... yeah. Instead of barriers, you should make it render a ghost block. True, but that would be very hard to do. Then I'd have to freaking create a freaking world renderer just for debugging this, which kind of worth it, but kind of not really. So I think if I invert the Z loop, now I don't know if this is necessarily what I actually want. No, that's not what I wanted, is it? What I wanted was... I think I wanted this, and I wanted to do... No, I wanted to do is equal negative. I don't know that this is what I want. Wait, not like that. It's like... is that right? No. What am I looking for? I'm looking for that, I think. Never mind. Yeah, it didn't like that. Where did that happen? Get chart at? Really? So it would start at -2, adding 3. No, so it would need to start there, right? What the hell? Does it need to be less than 0? Or I guess C is equal 0 and then Z is greater than... no, Z is... yeah, greater... no. Less than... no, greater than... negative size.z. Is that thrown an error again? It has. Where is it throwing this error? It should really say what the coordinates are, shouldn't it? That it's erroring on. Chord like this. And then size like that. And then I can see what the values are. So 0, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3. Because we're doing plus, that needs to be -1. Interesting. I don't think this is what I want. I'll be honest. This doesn't seem right. Let's go back. Undo, 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 undo. Undo, undo. That was fine actually, but yeah. Okay, I undid a little bit too much. That was fine. So where does that bring us? To there, right. Right. So then if I do this, it will build it. Yes. See, the thing is it works, but it doesn't work how I want it to friggin' work. Which is really annoying. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna create a, I'm just gonna create a very quick renderer, for this. Just so I don't have these stupid little invisible blocks, because I don't like having invisible blocks. So block entity type init dot example multi-block controller. Let's go down here. Block entity type of example multi-block controller. Block entity. Boom. Okay, perfect. Then let's quickly create this class. Extends block entity. Boom. Yep, just get rid of that. This isn't actually going to do anything, so boom. Okay, perfect. That's fine. That's fine. Let's close that. Let's close that. That's, yeah, these are fine for right now. That's fine for right now. Okay, let's also create the renderer real quick. So we're just going to do something very basic here. Let's go block. Let's create a new class, which is going to be example multi-block controller block entity renderer. What a class name. That will extend Industria block entity renderer of type example multi-block controller block entity. Wow, that is one hell of a class declaration. Okay, let's just generate the constructor because I'm not sure off the top of my head what it takes in. I know it's a context, but I don't know where it's from. Block entity renderer factory.context. Okay, good to know. So let's grab the bugger. I need to grab the multi-block definition. Oh, that's fine because I can get it from the block, right? Because the block has get definition, so that's fine. So let's grab the example block is equal that block dot get definition dot var. Okay. And then I just want to render a ghost thing. How do I render a ghost block though? Because you can't use alpha, can you? Does anyone know? Because obviously I can do this dot context dot no, not block. What is it? This? No. Can you not get the block render? Ah, that's what I was looking for. Dot render block. So I can obviously render a block, but what I can't do is I can't. What the hell is this? What? What am I meant to put in here? What is this? Huh. Okay. We'll have to create a custom render type, won't we? Is there any mods that do this, chat? I'm sure you guys play modded Minecraft. Can you think of any mods that render ghost blocks? I don't really play modded Minecraft, like at all. So I cannot think of anything, to be honest. How can I even do this? Bugger, this is a definition though. This is a definition. That's not gonna work. This isn't gonna work. Okay, this block entity is actually gonna have to do stuff. Updatable block entity. Do I have a multi-block control? No. That should definitely be a thing I need to have. Okay, good to know. Let's have a private final list of block pause positions is equal to a new array list. Let's do read data. Let's do write data. Let's say now we've got to figure how blah blah blah. Now we've got to figure out how the hell this works because I hate these things with a passion. View. Can we just put a multi-block positions? Alright, good night. So had been. Say it. I'm never gonna figure it out. If we do extra codex dot list. No, it's just it's a normal codec, isn't it? So I can just do block pause dot codec dot list of, or you're probably meant to do codec dot list, though I don't know it actually makes a difference. We'll do that, and then list dot positions, and then read data will just be positions dot clear. And then add all view dot Get. I don't know. What am I getting? Read. We'll go with that. Sure. That works. Fine, I'll make this a constant. Can I do dot const? No, I need to make that a thing. Oh, you can do dot field, can't you? Block pause list codec. Block pause list codec. Block pause list codec. Static final. And then it's equal that. Okay. I'm sure I already have that somewhere else in the mod, but in fact, do I have that in extra codecs? I might do. I have a block pause set codec. That's good enough, actually. That'll work. Yeah, that'll work. The only thing I just need to do is make this a set, of course. New hash set. Boom. Right. You know what I can do here? I can do set. Oh, can I not do that? Oh no, because it's a set, so I can't do that. Okay. That's fine. Updatable block entity automatically syncs and stuff, right? Yes. So all I need to do is have a public void add positions. This can just be a collection of block pause, and then we just do update like that. If not, if as world and or does not have a world, or world is client, then we just return, which ensures that it won't try and update in there. That's fine. So then all I can do in here, as long as I create, I've now lost it. I need to create a getter. Boom. Perfect. So now in here, I can just do entity dot get positions dot for. Oh, I wonder if Copilot can figure out render outline for me. That'd be great. Private. Come on. Come on, Copilot, you can do it. No, it can't do it. That's funny. What is it? It's world rendering or something? World renderer? No, there's a class. Is it just called outline? Is it this? No. What is it? Is it debug renderer? Yes. Draw box, matrices, vertex consumers, position. Dot. Can I do? I want to get the position relative to the entity position, right? Because otherwise that's gonna not work. Block pause relative. Draw box. We'll do 1. Okay, it doesn't like that. Why doesn't it like that? I don't know. But then it's just some floats. So then it is 1.0f, 1.0f, or 0.5. That might work. I don't know. I'm not sure this is even going to help me, to be honest. We might be doing this for nothing. Register block entity type init dot new. Okay. So the only thing I need to do is I need to call add positions. So I just need to do that. Well, where do I want to do that? I guess in... Well, assemble, really. So in... where's assemble? Does anyone remember where assemble is? Nope. It's in that one abstract class. Can't find it. It's in multi-block assembler. That's it. Accidentally opened 12 of your streams. What do you mean you opened 12 of my streams? What are you doing, bro? Why are you opening 12 of my streams? I want to get the block. So what I can do is I can say world dot get block state at match result dot controller pause dot get block dot var controller block. If controller block is instance of multi-block controller, then we're going to do controller.onAssembled, and I'm actually just going to create this method. This will be the pause definition match result. That's fine. It doesn't need the definition actually because that's already there. So that doesn't make sense, but that's fine. Okay. Sure, so then all I need to do, this can be default as well. This doesn't actually need to do anything, even though it will in my block, which I now need to try and find. Wrong one again. I'm in the wrong one again. But why am I struggling so much to find this freaking class? There it is. I found it. Okay. So then we can just override onAssembled, and we can get the block entity, add positions, match result dot positions. Okay, that's sure, we'll just do toList. Let's try this. That should mean that this works. We will just need to clear out the ones we already have, because obviously those aren't going to work. But I just want to see that the block entity is forming in the world, and then it'll be much easier to go through afterwards. we do actually need to store the match result, because we need to know what the original blocks were, right? I mean, in theory, we could get that from the definition, technically, but that's suboptimal. This is going to take a while. Okay, I'll just move that over here. Okay. I'm set 5,000. Game roll. Do daylight cycle false. Game roll. Do mob spawning false. Dash kill at E. Brackets type is equal not player. Boom. 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 Such noobs. Okay. So let's clear out everything. So fill, -20, -20, 20, 20, 20, and do air. Okay, that's fine. So now there shouldn't be any blocks like over here. Yep, that's fine. I can do a bigger area, I guess, if I want to. Let's do 100. Ah, 1 second. There we go. Beautiful. Let's turn this back down so it doesn't completely destroy my PC. Okay, so let's place down our controller, and then it's orange glass on top, glass above, and then I think the rest was just glass. Obviously in the middle there was, I think, like that, and then I think the rest was just glass, if I recall correctly. Okay, a whole lot of nothing just happened. As for why, probably because I know why. Oh my god, 1 second. Fine, let's set it to 8 chunks. Otherwise that's going to get on my nerves. Really? Oh, no, there you go. You should add a testing item that creates the structure like the GregTech terminal. Why, though? Is my question to you. I don't need that. I mean, I guess I could have that, but like it wouldn't really save me that much time. By the time I've made something like that, it would be easier to just not do that. How's it going, Teddy? Have you made much progress in the stream? Not really, Wide. No. We haven't really done anything yet. Because things are not working as planned. Yes, anyways, I know why this wasn't working. Let me quickly do... Nope, that's my camera. Do that. Because it's not working because in the assembler, which is here, it just replaces every single block with a multi-block block, which obviously isn't ideal. If cell dot character is equal definition dot get chart at definition dot anchor dot x definition dot anchor dot y blah blah blah. Then we skip. Yeah, that's what I want, because that means it then won't replace the controller. Is that gonna work though? Yeah, that should work. Kind of. It's a temporary solution. But it will work. Because it's not an ideal solution, admittedly. Okay. Interesting. Very, very interesting. What? Cell dot pause. Oh, what am I doing, bro? I can just check if the pause is equal to the match result dot controller pause, can't I? And if it is, then I can continue. I don't think I can use equals like this though. I think I need to use equals, which I will replace with objects dot equals. Nope, not what I meant to do. I meant to do that one. Okay. Oh, lag. Oh, no, never mind. So, let's try this again. Luckily, this one doesn't take that long to build, but in the future, when we have bigger multi-blocks, might be a bit of a pain in the butt, admittedly. Interesting. We're closer. It does seem to have worked. Not rendering anything though, is it? Let's go to the... no, not what I meant to do. The renderer, please. See what's happening. Totally, has your enjoyment for modding gone down over the years? I think it's changed. I don't think it's... I don't know. Kind of hard to say, I guess. I think it's probably... yes. It probably has. I don't know. I think when I started modding a long time ago, it was kind of just very... It's a different experience when you start modding, because you're learning a lot of things. Now all that I'm learning is that Mojang is a piece of shit and they don't know how to write code properly. That's all I've learned now. So it's not really that fun anymore. Well, it is fun sometimes. I think what's fun about it is that you get to, you know, make something, you see it in the game. That's fun, of course, but you're not enjoying making it because you're not learning anything. You're enjoying the outcome of it, which I would say is the big difference. What's going on here? So, what is this doing? So why is it adding 27 positions? Oh no, that's fine, I guess, isn't it? That does that. Let me check if we can get it to read as well. View.put, multi-block, blah, 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 blah. That should be fine. It didn't read. Why didn't it read? Why didn't it read? It should have. Oh, because this is using create MBT. That's not meant to use create MBT, is it? Or is it? Oh, wait, didn't thingy thing fix this? Someone might have fixed this. And I probably just haven't pulled it. Nope. Never mind. Because create MBT isn't what I want, is it? Oh no, it is. It is. Never mind. This is the fix. This literally is the fix. Okay. So why didn't that work though? I'm a little bit confused. Why didn't that read the data on the client? Because that would have caused it to... Oh, because it's not ticking! Oh my god. It's not ticking. It's waiting for the end of the tick, but it's not friggin' ticking, because it's not a tickable block entity. Did I not just disable the weather? I didn't, did I? What's it called? Weather, do weather cycle pulse. That's weather. Okay. It's not ticking. That's why. So the best way to do this is just override. Should wait for end tick in here. And return false, which means it won't wait for the end of the tick. Yeah, because this is never going to be called. This end tick's never going to be called, so that's why it's doing that. Okay, that's fine. So I should now be able to actually just get rid of these. Let's do quickly our nice command to clear everything, and then we'll reload the game. And then once we get this working, we're going to try it with rotations and just see what happens. It's either going to work or it's not going to work in reality, so it's worth a try. Mirroring, I don't suspect will work. Rotations, I think, actually have a medium chance of working. Okay, that's fine. Should we get some lights, chat? There you go. That's nice, isn't it? Okay, come on. Let's get this working, shall we? Even though what I'm doing right now is just debugging. But that's besides the point. So... Boom. 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 Okay, and then we'll do this. Okay. And hopefully, nothing happened. Why did nothing happen? Are there positions? There are. So what is relative? Okay, that has not worked. How do I get a relative position? It's the other way around, isn't it? No. Subtract position. I think. Over here. Nope. Why not? Why not? That should have worked, no? Oh, unless this actually just wants to draw it in world space, but surely not, right? How does this work? If I go pause... Oh, it uses the camera pause. Oh, no. Wait, no, it doesn't. Wait, yes, it does. Ah, that's not going to work, then. I don't think this is what I want anyways. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to go into Multiblock IO. What do I use in here? This is what I was looking for. Vertex rendering.drawbox. Okay, what does this want? So... we go... X, Y, Z... Okay. Relative.get X... Get Y... Get Z... X, Y, Z... How do I see the other ones though? I want to see the rest of the freaking parameters. But you can't see the rest of the parameters? You're limited. Okay. I'll just go into the method. What does it want? Red, green, blue, alpha. Is that not what I given it? No. Oh, no, it still has an error. It wants a vertex consumer, which is apparently this one. Good to know. Oops, I just broke it, chat. I just placed the whole friggin' thing down and then I just accidentally broke the block. Okay, we're gonna try again then. Okay. But it did kind of work. I don't think it did exactly what I wanted it to do, but it did kind of work. Yeah, so kind of, but it's not. Look, pause. Well, if we're thinking, yeah. So, look, so we want like double X or like relative X. Relative X. Okay, let me do this. Relative X, relative Y, relative Z. Yeah, like that is what I want to do. Let me bring this back up on screen so you guys can see. And that means I can have it on my other monitor. So that is x negative that relative y position.y negative entity pos.y. Why is it so weird, bro? Does this need to be negative 0.5 on all of these? Like, why is it so weird? .5 like that. Okay, kind of. It's kind of correct, isn't it? But this isn't exactly correct. Why can I not just get relative position, bro? Because if I do that and that doesn't work, that's not correct. Because the position's actually here. Right? Yes. Can't place blocks there, but I can place blocks here. So, I thought there was literally just a relative method. But I must, I guess, be imagining it. Block pause. Is there a... As you guys know, math is not my strong suit. So this is not going to be the easiest task. No, I actually, I feel like I'm going insane. I was sure there was literally just a relative method. But maybe it's not called that. Why doesn't this work, actually? I'm more interested why this doesn't work. It's not the other way around. Oh my god, stop. Negative position for X. Oh, 1 second. And actually, the X is correct, isn't it? The X is correct. And actually, the Y was correct when I flipped it. When I did negative position.y. And then that, I guess, just means that this needs to be negative position.z. I guess the Y is slightly wrong because of the matrices, I think. If I do matrices.push, matrices.translate 0, -1, 0. Well, that's actually the wrong way because, yeah, because it's inverted, right? So this is actually the correct thing. I can draw a field box as well. Which did... Oh! He didn't like that. Did not like having a filled box. I guess because that's... Yeah. Get lines is not what it wants, right? I don't know if I can just use debug quads that have normals. Position color? No, it is not. I guess just cutout then. Oh, no, because cutout has a texture. It doesn't have a texture. What is kind of what I want, I guess. Where is this used? Point, I think. Vertex consumer. Ah, there you go. That's what I was looking for. Which should draw that for us. Anyways, I'm messing around way too much with debug stuff right now, and this is not that important. Let's test rotations when we get in the game, which actually means I need to register some rotations real quick. Add rotation, axis rotation, R90. Let's stop the game and start it back up. Okay, and we'll see. I want to see if I can find this fucking dark mode. I don't have. Wait, what did he say? Can't find it. Oh, did I said OBS, didn't I? I meant VLC. Yeah, I meant VLC dark mode, not OBS. I'm actually losing it. Oh, there's a. Yeah, I don't think it has dark mode. Kind of rude. Oops, I just closed. Good job I didn't close OBS. I just closed VLC, so now the music's gone. Let me bring it back real quick. Nope, not what I meant to do. Open folder. Select folder. I need to turn my fan on as well. Friggin' hot, man. There you go, music's back. Okay, good. Okay, let's try rotation. So we're going to try and rotate it 90 degrees. Hopefully clockwise. But we'll see about that. So in theory, I can place it like this. Wait, where would it be? Yeah. So it'd be like this, right? I guess it doesn't make a difference. I'm just realizing. Or does it? No, it does. Yeah. So in theory, this should work. Very much a theory. Ooh, it's like that. So, interesting thing. It's only trying that singular rotation, isn't it? Oh no, it's not. No, there's two. So it must be the other way around, right? It must be trying to say that it wants it here. What? Oh, wait. No, like this. Like this. Yeah, that works. So that's now rotated 90 degrees from this one. So, in theory, if we also do 180, 270, restart the game, we should be able to have it rotating 180, 270. So let's try that. I'm sure this system is not perfect. I'm sure there's going to be a better way to do a lot of these things. I'm probably going to come back and kind of comb through the whole thing after we've got this kind of properly working. I mean, as I kind of said before, I'd quite like to have it be an in-game editor for like actually creating the structure. Or creating the multi-block, I should say. So that's kind of what I do want. If we now do this. Like this. And boom. Nice. So obviously it's saying it could have been there, or it expected that it could have been there, but that's fine. And then finally we have it here. So we'll say like this. Like this. And then click that. Boom. So that is now available in all the different rotations, which is perfect. That's what we needed. This is kind of crazy. Got a freaking ravine off, man. Anyways, that's kind of what I wanted from this stream, to be honest, to actually just get it working in the game. Now we don't have IO ports working, but I think that's very easy. I think because the cell, no, not the cell, the match results has the ports. And the port has the local X, the local Y, and the local Z. But so does the cell, right? The cell has the local X, the local Y, and the local Z. So if I check if the port dot local X is equal cell dot local X, right? Blah, 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 blah. Then we can do set block state to cell dot position, and we set that equal to multi-block IO. No, block init dot multi-block IO dot get default state, and then we need a way to tell it what it should have. It is a block entity. Block entity doesn't show up until the next tick, right? Is that correct? So yeah, see the problem is that this actually stores directly like the multi-block and stuff in here. So I'm gonna have to create a new class for the new multi-block. So I'll call this auto multi-block IO block entity. Because yeah, that's not gonna otherwise be what we want it to be. Auto. I'll obviously change it later to be a better system, but for now this is fundamentally not what we want. I'm just going to do that, and I'm going to say to do create a new multi-block IO block that's sure. Yeah. Be set to have certain port types. Okay, now I think, to be honest, guys, that's going to be it for this stream. Purely because we're not going to be able to get anything else done in the half an hour we have left with regards to all of this. Now I will quickly show you guys once again the test world we have, just in case those who have not seen it are here. Let me quickly turn that off. So this is the test world for those who have not seen it, with all of the ores, as you can see. So steel, sulfur, rubber, tin, silicon, iridium, nickel, lithium, cobalt, zinc, titanium, lead, silver, and aluminium. And here's all the ores, if you guys want to see the ores. So yeah, just thought I would show that because I haven't come back to this in a while, and some of this has changed since the last stream. Actually, a lot of this has changed since the last stream. None of these ores were here during the last stream, and then also I don't think the block textures were here. I don't remember actually. Yeah, we still need the friggin' raw textures, but those are a pain to do. I am incapable of doing them, so they will be come back to in the future. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for this stream. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please be sure to, you know, do the usual if you enjoy the streams, because obviously that helps me to know that people enjoy the streams. And join the Discord, because I don't say it enough, and I probably need to say it more often. But join the Discord, which is linked in the description. Actually, before I end the stream, I'm going to commit. The reason I'm going to commit is because otherwise I will forget, quite frankly. And to do this, I'm just going to make a new branch. And in fact, I can show you guys this. This is fine. Multi-block. And this also means that if anyone wants to come in here and contribute and fix some of my jank, then they can feel free to do that without it being a pain in the butt. Copilot, go on, give me a summary. It's probably not going to do very well because I've changed a lot of things, but it will try. Yeah. Yeah, actually, don't commit that class. Fuck it, commit that class, I guess. It's fine. I'm not using it right now for anything, and it's not really related to Multiblocks, but I can't bother to keep it not committed all the time. So there you go. If anyone wants to have a look at that, that's all on the multi-block rewrite branch. And yeah, I'm going to end the stream there. So I will see you all in the next stream, which hopefully is tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure because I'm going for dinner with family, but I think we'll be back in time. So yeah, I will probably see you tomorrow. If not, there'll be a video out very soon as well. There'll be a tutorial out very soon. So yeah, I will see you all then. Goodbye.